guys, I'm Tiffany.
Hey Ro, I'm Joe.
I'm Gio.
I'm Bart, and you're watching
AskTheFeels.
And today we have a question from Wendy.
Peter Pan.
Does it matter to a guy whether or not a woman's areolas are big or not?
What's your definition of big?
I know that some guys don't like it. I like it because I have fucking massive areolas. So when I see a girl with a bigger areola than mine, I'm like, oh, she's a woman. But then if she has super tiny nipples and small areolas, I feel like, wait, she's a child.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I don't know because it's like in my head, I feel like women have big areolas bigger than mine. You know what I mean? It's okay. Because if she has super small areolas and just nipples like Bart, then it's kind of like, well, is she developed?
Interesting.
That's just what works in my head. But I've heard from a lot of guys though that they like small areolas and small nipples because it's cute or whatever, or it's feminine. And big ones look too fucking native or like too like cave women and shit.
Look too aborigine.
But me, I don't know. I actually like it.
I think it all depends on the guy. Some guys like big areolas, some guys like small areolas. It all depends. Some guys like dark ones, some guys like light ones. Some girls, they have really big ones, and then to make it look smaller, they bleach it so it matches the color of their skin, so it looks smaller too.
Are you making that up?
I thought they bleach it to make it pink.
I know that some women actually get like tattoos around it the same color as their areola, like for example like a heart around it. Like how cute, heart
And they make a
areola.
heart areola.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to mask it. If your shit's too, or your areola's too big, just make a star out of it.
Just
And
get
you'd be
the
like, "Did it
areola
on
lasered
purpose."
off or something.
Ow. Yeah, it's all personal preference,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
Yeah, this is a
You heard it
personal
from-
preference question.
Yeah, you heard it from the men ambassadors over here.
Can't generalize.
It's like buttholes too. Some guys like light colored buttholes, some guys like dark colored buttholes. It all depends.
Some guys don't like buttholes at all.
Some guys like big buttholes, some guys like small buttholes.
What's a big butthole?
The ones that
don't
just
know.
go,
You know why it's really hard to answer these questions? It's because like it's almost like asking a guy, do you like trucks? Or sports cars better? Does it matter? Of course, like it depends on the guy. Like what kind of guy is he? Is he a truck kind of guy? Is he a sports car kind of guy? Is he a guy that doesn't even care about cars? Maybe he's a fucking environmental kind of guy and he wants to get a Prius. Like there's so much different preferences for people in this world that there's no way you can really tell. Like so one guy might think, oh fuck yeah, big ass areolas, let me lick that motherfucker. And another guy might be like, oh, that shit looks savage. So I mean it depends on the dude.
and at the same time, I think you're really missing the big picture here, because once you are ready to have sex with someone that you love, they're gonna accept you and love you for just you being you. Whether you have big areolas, small areolas, no areolas at all, they're gonna think you're perfect and you're beautiful, and that's gonna be secondary. Because if you get with someone that you love and that's something that's super important to them, that to me is very petty and it's very insignificant, and I'd be like, wow, you're really bothered by that? I need to reconsider this relationship. Because things like that for me wouldn't deter me from loving someone or wanting to be like sexually active with them.
That's so true. I don't think I've ever refused a girl because she had small nipples or big nipples.
Yeah, I've never refused anyone that I'm dating because of physical features.
I'm just glad to see the nipple.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there it is. That's what I've been looking for.
It's like a groundhog or something.
Yeah.
When it pops up, you're like, oh yeah, there it
Oh,
is.
there we go.
What about you? Do you, because he likes bigger nipples. What
I
about
like
you?
smaller nipples.
To match his.
Oh, so you guys like to match your own nipples?
Hell yeah. It's like, have you ever fucking nippled up with Casey and did this?
No.
Oh, you should try it. It feels pretty good.
What?
Well, I mean, it naturally happens when you hug, right? Or like
True.
in bed, and it's like,
your nipples are so big. It's
oh.
Like if you look at some of the old school Playboys, where like the girls
yeah.
have big hair, some of
Yeah.
those playmates, their areola is like this big.
That's true.
And it turned some
How
guys
did that
on.
change?
I don't know, but I was just like, what the hell? That shit looks like a piece of salami.
But Joe would be like, what the hell? That shit's
You might
a
like
piece
it.
of
Yeah, yeah.
art.
Yeah, you might like it. You might like it, yeah.
Yeah, you see.
Because the old school boobies, they shape differently too. They look like fucking water balloons.
I don't know. Maybe it's the lingerie.
It might be natural.
And then now it's more plastic surgery.
Because there's more of a droop to it back in the day too. And it's a
Natural
torpedo shape.
So there you go. Different strokes for different folks.
Different steel for different chill.
Hope you guys liked that episode of Ask the Feels. If you guys have any burning questions about love or sex or just anything involving a relationship, go ahead and visit www.askthefeels.com. If you like this video, never forget to like the video. Also, don't ever miss an episode and subscribe. What are you waiting for? Just subscribe. If you guys would like to see the previous video, check it out. Funny.
Like looking at
Yeah, it's just
It's like.
No, don't do that.
You know the neighbor from Home Improvement? You can never see the whole face. It's just him in like a fisherman's hat and he's just like looking around.
Now we all know what you two look like when you